Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. So, this is going to be a reading for the sign of Scorpio, any placement that you have in Scorpio. So, if you have Scorpio in the 6th house, then this could apply to that location. Also, if you're interested in a private reading, all of the information is in the description box below. And let's see what's going on for you guys. I am a Scorpio myself. So yeah, trying to think. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. Okay, this card wants to come out, the Eight of Inspiration. Okay, so that's movement. There seems to be like a surge of passion or a surge of like desire of some kind that's coming through. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's see where we go, but it feels like that for sure. It feels like how it looks. There's something coming through. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse. There's some kind of like epiphany or awakening that brings in or pushes something away. Like it pushes something, it brings it in. It could be in the form of communication. It could be in the form of like just energy. Scorpio. Like suddenly there's something that awakens you. Tower in reverse. Yeah, the Tower. It came out so that whenever they flip over, I just assumed that the energy was strong enough for it. So it is in reverse, but I feel like somehow something is getting shaken up just the way that it looks here. Like somehow there's some kind of, like the rocks are being moved. Something is shaken beneath. And this is energetic. So it's like, metaphorically speaking, something is inspiring you or bringing you in a place of momentum of some kind. Like suddenly you feel this surge come in. Okay, these cards flew. Yeah, they all flew out. What? 3 Knights? Okay, that is not expected. I was not expecting that. You don't even know which way to turn. It's like excitement. All 3 of these horses came flying out. Okay, so we have the Knight of Voices. It seems like something's going to be pulled through. Oh, there's so much I want to say. I feel like all 3 of these at once. Yeah, there's something that's being pulled through or pushed through like an energetic loop, if that makes any sense. And I feel like it's right here through this circle. I mean, metaphorically, like it's not, it doesn't have to be that something's being pulled through, but it does feel that way. It's like, boom, out of nowhere, you feel like, I'm ready, I want to move, I want to go. It is in a way like different shades. Like suddenly I noticed the horses are very different. Yeah, I noticed they're very different. Like suddenly, like you notice a different shade of something or a different style of something. Something becomes suddenly apparent. Yeah, and I feel like you're dressed for this in some way, like you're dressed for the occasion. Very interesting. Like suddenly you just, I don't know, it's like you just get this feeling and you're like, oh my goodness. And it's very beautiful, it's very energetic, it's very powerful. The fireworks come through, there's something shaking up a bit. Scorpio. Yeah, something very powerful here. I feel like it in some way like stops any unwanted discussions. Like if there was something coming against you, like through some sort of comment, it is shaking it up to where that is like you have the answer. Like you suddenly, with the eye here, I feel like you're somehow finding like the answer to back people away, back people into their seats. Yeah, I feel like you're backing people into their seats because normally this is where there's like tit for tat and things like that. Um, but in reverse, it's like it's the opposite of that. They fall by the sword, which means their words can be used against them or they can just completely be removed. I'm talking so fast. So I feel like that's like another sign of some sort, or either I'm just feeling excited for some reason. But I do feel like this is the case. Yeah, it feels like this is something powerful is coming forward here. Scorpio. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, of course, but Scorpio. Four of materials. The Four of Inspiration in reverse. Scorpio. What's coming in for Scorpio? These two cards, yeah. I definitely had a feeling this was about you being somehow like getting attention. Because, yeah, whenever I was saying you might be dressed for the occasion, because right here, this is you being withheld though, even though it looks like you're showing off in some way, it's actually like the opposite. I feel like you're actually quite withheld. But yeah, I can tell that you're feeling something. And another thing, I feel like if someone was once again like trying to dangle something to say about you, it like not in a bad way, but like it definitely makes it to where it doesn't have a say. So it seems like people are just gonna like stay in their seats with um okay, so it seems like people would stay in their seats with like whoever it is that you're dealing with something clear or an awareness of some kind. Um okay. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like you're being placed higher in some way, not higher than another, but maybe than usual. And I don't know why I'm talking like that. Okay. Eight of materials. I feel like you don't even know where to put your drink for a minute, kind of like me right now. You're like, I don't even know where do I set my drink? Yeah, all of a sudden you're just in the go with the three horses. They're coming in, just all of the sudden you're just moving. You're like, I don't know where to set my stuff right now because yeah, so maybe this is like a surge of excitement or a surge of this could even be some anxiety as well. Where you're thrown off. Scorpio. The Seven of Materials, might get stuck on what you're doing. Yeah, she's just looking at something. Looks like whatever she's working on. Oh, it's her boots. Okay, so she's actually looking down, but there's something more to what she's focused on. Like, she's really just bending over in a sort of way, but it's more than that. I feel like this is something that's a preparation. I heard long awaited. Long awaited. I feel like you've been hiding like beneath several different factors, like you've been hiding in some way. Okay, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the World, the Death card. There's your energy. Something is transformed within this experience. And in the most gentle of ways, like in the most gentle of ways, this is in reverse. I imagine you saying, you forgot something. In the most gentle of ways. I don't know how to explain it. It's like someone could be saying this to you, though. They could be saying, Scorpio, you forgot something. And it looks like something's falling kind of out of her vase or her vase. Perhaps out of nowhere, you just find yourself excited more than usual, but it is more than that. I feel like someone's smirking, kind of smirking, like, oh. The Empress and the Four of Inspiration. There is still some disappointment here. Scorpio. Muse of Emotions. Scorpio. This seems very lighthearted, very positive. The Awakening. Something special's coming in for you. You're not sure how to handle it. You're like, okay, wait a minute. Just like the way that this person is opening their arms in a way like, wait a minute, let me make more room here. I feel like you are definitely caught off guard a little bit by this. What is this? It feels like energy, specifically. Lovers in reverse, a partner. An offer of love of some kind, or just a connection. There's something about a connection that is forming in a different way, like behind the scenes. The World. Yeah, this is like a major cycle. One that you've been waiting for, one that's clear, something's being cleared out, or it's clearing things out. What else? Scorpio. The Star and the Devil, yeah, when those two are paired together, and the Muse of Voices, that is a pretty big deal. That's when like this powerful surge of energy comes through and you feel unstoppable. There's a mixture of being responsible, but also being very independent. It's like, make way for this person, make way. There is something about like having your hair up, like having your hair pulled up, or like something about your hair. You're very calm and collected, and you don't notice like several other things that Yeah. You might have to wrap your hair up. I'm not sure. Scorpio, is there anything else? What is the outcome? Three of materials. This is continuing to work. Justice. Yeah, this is somehow justice. Ace of emotions. Yeah, this is some very beautiful like collection of events that comes through. Definitely with the death card as well as surge of emotion. And somehow there's justice being made. The outcome is beautiful. I feel like you could be lifted up in this experience, or you just experience more attention, more vibrancy. Basically being given a hand, metaphorically speaking. Anything else for Scorpio? Okay, these two cards. Yeah, major life cycle or transition completing itself with the Ten of Voices and the Wheel of Fortune. There's still more to be undone though, because they were in reverse, but what I mean is like, if it's retrograde, then for sure this would be one of those where there's decluttering, there's things being cleaned out, there's things being like reorganized, especially with the Tower here in reverse. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been somewhat helpful for you, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.